Hello YouTube. Today we're gonna try to replace the alternator on a BMW X5 E70 2011. My alternator finally went out after 14 years. The symptoms for a failing alternator is usually flickering lights inside and outside the car, and I had that symptom. And I thought it's the light bulb because I researched it, and some people said it's the light bulb. I changed the light bulb and there wasn't a light bulb. And finally I got an error code that indicates that alternator is failing. So to do this job, the main very important thing that you need to do is to disconnect the negative battery, the negative wire on the battery, so you don't have any current going on through the car. Because if you don't and you accidentally touch the positive wire on the behind the alternator, you will damage a lot of other stuff that you don't want to deal with. So I have printed out the ISTA steps. If you guys are interested in it, drop me a text and I'll or email it to you. It should be pretty easy. We need to remove a couple of things. The first one is the battery, negative battery connection. The second one, to get access to the alternator, we need to remove this this snorkel. It's not easy to remove with one hand, so I have to do it. We're gonna remove the snorkel, we're gonna remove this crossbar, and we're gonna remove the fan shroud or the fan. That one is a little bit tricky, so I'm gonna go through these and step by step and show you how to do it. Other than that, you need to get to the battery, you need to remove this compartment right here, right, this one. It's about, I think, five screws, two here, I think it's about 6 screws, 2 right here, actually 2 here, 1 here, and 2 down there. I installed this gun save in case I cannot carry my gun anywhere, so I just put it in the car and lock it up. So to remove it, you just wiggle it and then get it out. This is the negative battery port. We're gonna disconnect it, wrap it with a towel, and put it aside so it doesn't touch anything. One other thing that is important: do not lock your trunk. Do not close your trunk when the battery is disconnected, because getting back is gonna be a headache. So I'm gonna remove that and then continue doing the rest of the removal. Okay. So the battery is disconnected, the negative port. To verify, we're gonna open the door and make sure there is no light coming on in the car. Like I said, that part is very important. If you mess it up somehow, you're gonna be having a lot of other issues that you don't want to deal with. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put the camera as close as to what I'm doing, and then we're gonna go through the process slowly. Okay, I'm gonna start removing the components, and I'm gonna explain which one is which one. This is the snorkel we were talking about. And let me see if I can get a better view of the whole thing. Put it aside so it doesn't get damaged. There is 4 bolts on the brace, 2 on each side. Trying to not use the power tool for these bolts and nuts. I've learned the hard way that it's easy to strip the threads, and then you're gonna have a problem rethreading, or or fixing the problem. It's a good idea to order your oil filter housing, what do you call it, gasket. It's a cheap thing, like maybe $5–10. In case you need to change that, that's a good idea, because you're gonna remove the alternator and it's easy to have access to it, okay? To remove this brace, don't forget to remove this vacuum line so you don't damage it. And what I do, I just kind of lift it up over the hose here and slide it out and put it away. This is the vacuum, the brace bracket. Okay, so to move the fan, we need to remove this pipe. The intake pipe is held in place by a plastic bracket that is screwed onto the fan. There is a torque screw right here. Right here, we need to remove that. Okay. The instruction says to remove the underbody of the car. I'm guessing it's because in case you drop something, a bolt or nuts or screw underneath. But you're gonna be careful. I haven't removed that. You're gonna be careful not to drop anything, okay? It's a good practice to have a tray or a cup or one of these magnetic trays. You can drop everything, all the screws and bolts in there, so you don't lose anything, okay? There it is. Put it aside somewhere so it doesn't fall. One more thing, we need to remove this the cover to be able to get to this pipe. To do that, you have to gently, with the flathead screwdriver. Let me get some light. To pry the clip like that, it will snap. Then you gently pull it up and then push the clip back. I think it's easier to remove it when we move this connection out of the way. This is for the EGR. This pipe has always oil in it because the BMW X diesels, they recirculate the exhaust. And it leaves a lot of oil residue. It's not oil, it's more like a soot, and oily soot, you know. Okay, to remove the thing, the fan. There is a, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you. It's a little bit tricky. There is a pin that is inside a clip. You have to release that, lift the fan up enough to push, to fold that clip into its place. It has a folding place. If you don't do that, you cannot take the fan out. To do that, we're gonna first disconnect the fan. It's right here, the connection. I need a little bit light to see what I'm doing. There it is. First, you have to release the pin. I think we have to release it from both sides. Maybe it's easier. Sometimes having a couple more hands is probably helpful. Okay, like that. Now it's released. We just have to fold the pin back so that it allows us to, I'll show you in a second. There you go. I'll show you now what the pin looks like. The fan is released. Pry on it gently so you don't grab on anything and damage it. So the one I was talking about is this clip. This is the clip here. It's like this. When it snaps into place, you have to kind of push it into place too, otherwise you're not going to be able to take the fan out. We're going to put this aside and we're going to remove the rest. Put aside the tools that you don't need at the moment. So as you see, we have a lot of room to work on this. You know, we have to, at this moment, we have to release the tension on the belt. We have to remove the belt, the tension, remove this pulley right there, and then remove the alternator. So we're gonna try to do this. Still a little bit tight, but I think I can manage. We're gonna try to do that, okay? It's not easy to put cameras around this thing. But we're gonna try anyways. Okay, I hope you have a good view. So I figured I have to remove this section of the intake pipe to get to the stuff that I need to remove. It's pretty easy. It's just a bolt. If you haven't, maybe your original one, you cannot remove it, but I have modified it so it's easy to remove. Okay, so to loosen the tension on the belt, you need to attach your tool to right here. That's the tensioner pulley. You need to push it counterclockwise and release the belt from the alternator, which we're gonna do right now. Okay, how was this? Stupid tripods are crazy. Cannot adjust it anyhow. Okay, I hope you see it. We're gonna see how you tell you it's not easy. I have to figure out I need more room. Okay, so I'm going to replace this pry bar with something more practical. Let's see if this will work. We need to go counterclockwise. It's a good idea to extend it a little bit. There you go. We did extend it a little bit so we don't damage anything, because the bolt is right behind the coolant hose that goes, I think, to the transmission. So let's try it again. Hopefully nothing happens. Wow. Not much better. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to play with it. It might take a while. There is not much playroom, and to remove it from the alternator is gonna be a headache. So I'm gonna try to do it, and I tell you how to do it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I finally figured it out. You cannot really hold the tensioner pulley and try to pry the belt. It's not gonna work. It's too tight and there's no room to do anything. So I ended up pinning the, sorry, my camera is not cooperating. I ended up pinning the idler pulley into the spot so it holds the tension off. And then after that you need to remove this pulley, which you have to remove anyways, this big one. After you remove these, this is pretty hard to remove. It's like a crazy long screws, and the attachment is attached to it, this pipe right here. See how it slides off? That one right there. Do not lose it, because without that you cannot put it back. Okay, we're gonna put this aside, and as you see, the belt comes off right now. The belt is off. Now to the alternator we need to remove this pin and disconnect the positive battery connection to the alternator. I'm gonna do that because I cannot hold the camera and do that at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna work on that. I think the pin, you need to have a like a pick to go behind it. Like I said, there is really not much room to do anything, so I'm gonna remove that and get back to you. Okay, so I took the alternator out. It's pretty heavy. This is the alternator, or the old one rather. I'm gonna in a video I'm gonna show you guys how to change the voltage regulator. So you can change that if yours is not. I ordered both the voltage regulator and the actual alternator just in case. This is the new alternator, brand new one. It's the same thing, Vallejo. It's the original specs, and we're gonna put it back together. Okay. Should be pretty simple setup. We're gonna do that and see if that was the problem. Okay, this thing is pretty heavy, so when you put it back you need to be careful so you don't drop it on anything to break it. Like that. It goes, I think. Like that. So we're gonna put this first bolt back to kind of hold it in place. Okay, so I looped the belt back in place. Now we're gonna put this pulley back, which is gonna be the second bolt on the alternator. So by the way, when you put the pulley back, you have a spacer washer like this one. It goes between the pulley and the alternator, so don't forget to put that back, otherwise you're gonna have a problem. Okay. Okay, like that. When you're doing this, be patient. It's kind of pretty hard to accomplish this, so you have to take your time and make sure everything goes in the right place, especially the belt, the way it's routed. So I'm gonna do this and then make sure that everything is tidy up so I don't take your time. When I'm back, we're gonna do the tightening torques and stuff. Now the belt is in place the way it should be routed. I strongly suggest you don't rush this process, because if you route the belt in the wrong way, which is easy to do, you will have a problem with everything. You know, you have to redo the whole thing in the beginning. So usually the pulleys and the belt has a smooth surface and has a grooved surface. The grooved surface goes on the grooved pulleys and stuff, aka the drive, what do you call it, the drive pulley, the alternator pulley, the air conditioning pulley and all that, those are grooved, and the idler pulley and just the tensioner pulley and all that, those are smooth, that goes on the outside of the belt. Okay, so we have done that. I'm gonna tighten it briefly, and then we're gonna go through the specs. Okay, so the alternator is back in place, the bolts are tight. Now we're gonna do the torque. The upper bolt is a 38 Newton meter of torque. So you're gonna tighten that to 38. Okay, that's the top one. The bottom one is 38 Newton meter as well, plus 2 times 90 degrees. So we're gonna manage to do it by feel. So let's first tighten it to 38 Newton meter. Okay, that's 38 Newton meter. Then for the other one, we're gonna need a, makes you tired. We're gonna do a little bit bigger, I don't know, ratchet or tool, whatever you call it. So we're gonna do it by feel. So we're gonna start here and then go all the way there. That would be what do you call it, 90 degrees. That's 190 degrees. That's 290 degrees. And a few degrees for good measure. Whew. Back in place. Now we're gonna put the wires and the charging stuff back. Make sure you don't connect the battery back until you have completed this process, because you're gonna have a, I tell you, you're not gonna have a good day. There is two wires that goes to the positive. This one, I'm guessing one goes to the battery and the other one goes to the positive terminal here in the engine bay. Remember, we didn't take out the underneath mounting or the shield. I think they just tell you to do it so in case you drop something underneath, so you can pick it up easy, or it's gonna fall to the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna get my other tool. When it comes to there's a lot of tools here. When it comes to the tightening torque for the mounting for the wire to the alternator, you can tighten it, I think, to at least 10 or something Newton meter. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be very tight, but just don't hand tighten it, because if it comes loose, then you're gonna have a loose wire and you're gonna have a problem with charging and whatnot. So make sure it's hand tightened. Just keep in mind, when you say hand tighten, some people's hands are much stronger than others, so be mindful of that, okay? Oh, I dropped the tool almost. I got it. The nut is stuck, so I have to get it out somehow. Let's get a handy dandy screwdriver. Can you believe it? Okay, I got it out. So this bad that don't forget to clip back the, what do you call that, the plug that we took out from the old alternator. It's very easy, just make sure it's not, you don't break anything, because if you break anything it's gonna be very expensive to fix. Okay, so as far as this is concerned, the alternator exchange is done. It's back in place. Before we put everything else back, we're gonna just take a flashlight and double check especially the belt, to make sure everything is in place. And don't forget to take the pin out, the pin for the tensioner pulley, because you pinned it. If you don't take it out, it's gonna, your belt is gonna just fly out, and then you're gonna have a problem else. Do you understand? Okay, let's see. Okay, I need light. I'm gonna take that out, and then we're gonna go through the process of putting the fan and stuff back. So, a quick note: when you put the fan back, you need to fold this in. This tab that is gonna latch in place and lock the fan in place. You have to fold it into place when you put the fan back on. And when you do that, make sure you don't break this this hook right here. Your coolant hose down there is gonna go inside here, so it's in place, so it doesn't rattle around and all that. So when you do this, just take your time, you know, don't rush it. Make sure, like, this cable, this vacuum line is not in place. Make sure the, what do you call it, the connection for the fan is out of the way. See, even with these, you have to kind of, I need the light here to see what's going on. Like this. When this is in place, just try to usually the driver's side is gonna latch in place much quicker. So release that, and then with your hand snap this in place and gently push it in. Make sure you don't break the vent tabs on the fan, like that. Before you do anything else, take that hose, the coolant hose, with a long screwdriver, because you cannot, unless you have a really small hand. Put it in place. Just that. Okay, now we're gonna connect the intake pipe, which is this one. My old one broke, and I bought a silicone one and modified it to fit. This is gonna be, actually, before we do that, I need to put back this one, this it's a small screw, that self-tapping screw that screws into the, what do you call it, into the fan. You don't have to tighten it too hard because it's screwing into plastic. Just have to make sure in the right place, because the way things has moved, the thing moves easily like that. Make sure you go into the same hole. It's just holding it in place. You don't have to really tighten it more than maybe 5-6 millimeter. That. Now you're gonna plug this back. And it's not that easy. It's easier said than done. You have to loosen these more, I think. I'm gonna do this one first. Maybe it's easier than, okay, it was easier. So wiggle this thing back and forward. As you do that, make sure it goes down toward the end of the thing, so it grabs into the metal thing that is in there. So we're gonna tighten it. Again, not much tightening torque, just like maybe 10 Newton meter. This is a pretty easy. I would give it maybe, on a difficulty scale of 1 to 10, I would give it maybe a 5 or 6. I think the hardest part about this is probably the belt, to route it back, and then also make sure it's in right place when you do this. Just keep tightening it until you get somewhat of a resistant, like I'm doing. And then from there, give it like maybe 10-15 Newton meter. Plug this back. Now we're gonna do the crossbar. For the crossbar, slide it under this coolant line and try to push it all the way to the left. Oh, don't forget to plug in the electrical fan plug, otherwise you're gonna get a warning light. Like that, it's in place. The tightening torque on this is not much. I'm guessing around maybe 20-25. If you go any any higher than that, you're gonna strip it, and you have to, I did modify it, you know, you have to kind of get a different bolt and make it so it doesn't sit loose. I already stripped one of them, and I had to go a size, I think 1 or 2 size bigger with one of those thread inserts. So don't overdo it. This is okay. So we're gonna just hand tighten it, and ooh, we forgot something. We forgot the cover for the pulley. We're gonna try to put it back without opening things again. Hopefully we don't drop anything. I would be pissed if I had to take things out again. Okay, I'll do that and come. Okay, I managed to snap it in place without taking anything off. That was good. Now we're gonna tighten the crossbar. You can go and you're gonna come just look. You still good? For this, do not use a power tool. Many people, you can use a power tool to take the bolt out, but don't use it to tighten it, because you don't know when to stop and it's going to strip the bolt. Just use your manual ratchet, and that way you don't have to deal with modifying and fixing the damaged thread. Alright, now we're gonna connect the battery back and start the car and hope nothing is wrong, okay? Gonna cross our fingers. Okay, when you close the trunk for any reason, stick in a piece of rug in here so the trunk doesn't lock. Otherwise, you're gonna have to crawl in and go through a bunch of other headache to get into the car. So we have the battery negative also attached to the. There you go. The car came back to life. What is this? Okay, there you go. When you're done with the battery, tug on it, make sure it doesn't move. Before you close everything back, you're gonna go start the car, see if the warning comes back for the alternator. Ready. Because we disconnected the battery, we have a lot of things that is wrong with the car, warning signals. Most of them is going to go off when you drive the car for a little while. But as far as the charging the battery, it's fixed. Our problem was the alternator. At this point, I don't know if it was the actual alternator or voltage regulator, but since I ordered the alternator and the voltage regulator, I just wanted to change the alternator so I don't have to redo it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.